Hey everybody, we made it to Kansas! I'm Natasha.
And I'm Bill.
With Nursing Our Travel Bug. If it's your first time here, welcome. We are a travel nurse family of 4. I'm the travel nurse.
And I'm the stay-at-home dad, and we've been traveling in our fifth wheel RV for 3 years now.
That's right. So be sure that you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can be notified every time we release a new video or we go live. Today we are coming to you from the wonderful state of Kansas. If you've been following our journey, you would have heard that we were in Reno, Nevada, and I recently had my nursing contract canceled. To see that video, we'll post it up here. You can check it out. But we got a new contract in Springfield, Illinois. So we have been journeying east from Nevada. We first stopped in the state of Utah. So check out our Utah video as well as our Jeep exploration video.
And after Utah, we have stopped in 2 places in Colorado.
Yes, so check out that video as well. But now that makes it to our kinfolk visit video.
That's right. We were joking. We're going to Kansas, Iowa, and Nebraska.
Yes.
We're going to go see our kin in K.I.N. Yeah.
Yes. Our first stop is Topeka, Kansas. We stopped actually one night in central Kansas in the town of Hayes, and it was meant to be just a one stop for the night. We did some laundry, got some dinner, but we've been hitting the road really hard for like the last 9 or 10 days, and we were just exhausted. Tensions were high. We were button heads. And yeah, no one was having a good time that day.
No, so we just, at the end of the day, or the middle of the day, we decided, let's stay here. Let's hash it out. Let's fight to the death.
No,
and
we're still here.
We actually ended up doing our live, which we might have skipped because we're coming to see our friends here in Topeka. But so now we're in Topeka. We're having a good time. Hung out with her longtime friend Amy and her family.
Yeah, Amy and I met, I think, in 2004. I was working for a valet parking company, which moved me from Sioux City, Iowa, where I'm from, to Topeka, Kansas. Hated the job, hated the promotion. So I left that job and got a job as a bank teller in Kansas, and that's where Amy and I have met. And we've been friends ever since. We were in each other's weddings. We have seen the birth of 5 children between the 2 of us. And no matter where life takes us, where the road takes us, we've always maintained that friendship. And she's very, very near and dear to my heart. Definitely one of my best friends for sure. Yep. So we had to stop and see her. Show me your biggest smile. Oh my gosh, that is spectacular.
Are we done yet?
Are we done yet? Yeah, we're done.
Epic
Picture time is done.
Always good to see her and Jordan and the family. And you know, we're usually only here for a night. We should hang out. I guess she's used to live in Topeka. I don't know what Topeka has to offer. It's the capital of Kansas, right?
It is the capital. It has a gold dome, if I am not mistaken. I've never seen the Capitol building. It's got a zoo, which isn't really super exciting compared to the Omaha Zoo, but it's got some fun gardens and things. So yeah, a couple of days we could stay and explore, but we're on a schedule, so this time it's just an overnight. Yeah. And we're staying at lovely Banner Creek Reservoir just north of town. In fact, over here you can see the dock for the lake over here.
Kind of a neat place. I think it's just $19. We are in like a 30 amp spot, but it works. We're here for a night. It has water. There's no sewer. That's okay.
But there's a dump station.
Yep.
Coming from Colorado and taking the rig in the mountains and down the mountains, that was super stressful. I am terrified of heights, so those days are long and full of tension. So we thought by the time we made it to Kansas, hey, it's flat land, it's smooth sailing, but no.
Apparently it's super windy in Kansas, because I was talking to Jordan. He said, oh yeah, it's always windy in western Kansas.
Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah. It was like constant 20 to 30 mile an hour winds with the occasional 40 to 50 mile an hour gusts. I was not driving the rig, and I even had some trouble with the car. That was all this guy.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I think it was just interesting when we parked in Hayes. We didn't unhook, so we just put our 2 front landing gear down, and so the whole thing was just rocking constantly with the wind.
Yeah.
I suppose we could have leveled. It probably would have helped. But,
Yeah.
but well.
When we're staying for just one night, sometimes it's a little silly to unhook, so we don't.
So we're here.
Yes.
We're going to spend the night, head on up to Omaha. From there, we're going to go to Fort Dodge, Iowa. Going to see our folks.
That's right.
And
So
that'll get us through Iowa, because we don't know where we're staying after that, between there and Springfield, Illinois, anyway.
that's right.
Apparently, there's a lot of mosquitoes here.
Yeah, we've been lucky being in the mountains in Nevada. We haven't seen hardly any bugs. Yeah,
That's super crazy. That's why I keep looking at my arms and my hands, and I feel things.
Yeah. But you come to the Midwest, and now you feel the humidity, and then there's bugs. So, welcome
Yay.
home. We made it to Omaha, Nebraska. When folks think about Omaha, they don't think travel nurses. However, Omaha is like the travel nurse capital of the world, or at least the United States. Omaha is home to several travel companies. One of them, one that I work for, Arias Medical, and Atlas are both here. They also host K.I.N, which is a big travel conference here in Omaha every year. So this is the place to be if you're a travel nurse. So while I'm here, I have to stop and say hey to my recruiters. So I ditched the hubby and the kiddos. They're hanging out with our friend Mike, just chilling and relaxing, and I'm off to Starbucks for a little afternoon pick-me-up and to catch up with Marcus Blunk. He has been my recruiter for about 2.5 years, I believe, through Arias Medical. We've been through a lot of contracts and have built a really great relationship. So I'm really excited to catch up with him and see what's new.
Figured out we need to play catch up here.
Yes.
Kind of tell you about where we've been and what we've been doing, because we've been enjoying life and we haven't been recording a whole lot.
So our initial plan was to spend one night in Topeka and then head north to Omaha. However, Mother Nature had other plans.
That's right. The day after we had a few fireworks, like we told you about, Mother Nature had some of her own. My good buddy Mike, who we're staying with up in Omaha, he was saying, you might want to check the weather. It's supposed to be some really bad storms. Then we had a few other family members and folks checking in, telling us the same thing. So we just said, okay, let's just delay everything by a day, and we'll stay one more night in north of Topeka there.
Yeah. And, storms don't bother us. We're Midwesterners. We grew up with the storms. But staying in severe weather when you have hail and tornadoes and really strong winds forecasted is a whole different ballgame with this thing back here. So we figured, let's be safe. And the campground still had an opening for the following day. So it was a bonus day. We just hung out, we chilled, and then after my girl, Amy, got off work, we had another dinner party.
Yep. We had some fun, had a little taco night. Where we were staying had a playground probably 100 feet from the RV. So everybody went out, had some fun. A little bonus time with her friend Amy and her family and Jordan and their girls, and
it was great.
Good stuff.
Yeah, blessing in disguise for sure. It didn't storm in Topeka at all. You could see the rain clouds forming to the north, but nothing ever popped up. And I guess they did have storms in Omaha. They didn't have hail or tornadoes, thank goodness. But, when it comes to traveling and the weather, better safe than sorry.
Yeah. Well, they had thunderstorms, lots of rain, but that's okay. Blue skies and perfect weather down in Kansas. So
yes.
And because we were so close to them in Kansas, we got to meet up for breakfast with Kyle from K.I.N Destinations, along with his 2 grandchildren.
And after Topeka, we headed up to Papillion, Nebraska, right outside Omaha, where my friend Mike lives. The first night was pretty low-key. I hung out with Mike and Alicia, his wife. We got to go out to dinner with Brian, my brother, and Deb, his girlfriend. Had a good supper that evening. The next day, we hung out some more. We went for a little walk at the mall and met my folks up there. And we went out to lunch.
Yeah.
And then,
unfortunately, they are night managers at a senior living apartment complex. So normally when we come to town, we go over to their place and have dinner. But unfortunately, they're not even allowing the residents to dine in the in-house dining area. They're just practicing social distancing. So the only way for us to see them was if they came out somewhere in public.
Yep. So it was pretty short. Normally we'd hang out with them for a good part of the day, but they have their routines.
Yeah.
They have their naps and their things that they have to do. So we had some lunch. The little girls went out and got pedicures.
Yes, which was so amazing. I haven't had a pedicure in probably almost a year. And we haven't done any pampering since, the lockdown and everything had been in full swing. So that was a nice little treat.
Yep. Spent more time with Brian and Deb that evening. And then we rolled out for Fort Dodge, Iowa.
So we finally made it to Iowa!
Iowa's welcome. Fields of opportunities. Yeah, right.
Nebraska!
My mom had just had surgery a couple of weeks ago, so I really wanted to see her. And my sister and niece, of course, live in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Now, normally we stay there's a couple of campgrounds actually right outside of Fort Dodge that are really great for our big honkin' RV. But unfortunately, because of the lockdown and the quarantine, everyone's been itching to get out and go camping. So we rolled up to Brushy Creek, a good old standby, and yeah, every spot was taken.
I said they were reserved. It's kind of strange online. It says they're first come, first served, but what are you going to do? So we just pulled into the boat ramp area and parked there and
did some lot docking.
took a chance on them telling us to get out, which they never did.
No.
So
But it
that was
worked.
all right.
Yeah, Mom made us some tasty grilled foods, and we just got to hang out and chill, enjoy some movies, and some good time. Mom sent me home with lots of wine, so thanks, Mom.
Yep. Never a terrible time hanging out with the in-laws. I make jokes, but they're good folks.
Now we are staying at one of our favorite campgrounds whenever we pass through.
Shh. It's secret. Shouldn't tell them about our secret places we find.
Oh.
Just kidding. It's not really a secret. But if you're ever traveling on I-80, either about to enter Iowa or just coming out of Iowa, look up Geneseo, Illinois.
Yes.
Geneseo. There's a Geneseo campground. I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
You are. I like
What was it? $28 for the night?
Yeah. For our big monster RV, all sites are pull-throughs. They have 50 amp and 30 amp. They've got a great little country store. And when we rolled through the first time a few years ago, they actually had dining in that little country store as well. It's not open right now, but they do live music, if you can hear in the background. They rent boats because there's a really cool creek just up the road, so they rent paddle boats.
What are they? The pedal bikes, but they're like
Yes.
4-person pedal bikes, and they got all sorts of stuff the kids can ride. And yeah, just a good place. Yeah, the creek's not too far from us.
No.
It's a really neat area. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
just chill. It's just quiet. It's away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Everyone's so friendly, and it's a great little spot to stop. And let's go find out, Bill. What's in the woods?
I don't know.
Oh, let's go find out. It's private property.
It's Bigfoot.
Holy cow! It's Mosquito Alley. Let's get out of here.
So yeah, anytime we're passing through here, we'll make it a point. And it's just, not that it happened to, be the perfect in-between spot between here and or Fort Dodge and Springfield. But yeah, we kind of made it work too.
For sure. So man, it has been a long journey from Reno, Nevada to Springfield, Illinois. Over 2,100 miles, over 7 states. No breakdowns or issues. Whoop, whoop.
Knock on wood.
Woo.
So far, we had, our bike rack slowly has been going down. It has 2 parts to it. It's a 4 bike rack, and the rear part has slowly been getting lower and lower to the ground, and Natasha said, maybe we should just look at that. And we decided to, we looked at it. It was broken, so we took that apart. So that's the only trouble we've had, and that was a simple fix. Found it at a rest stop and took care of it and got back on our road.
For sure. And the rest stops are awesome. Like, one of our travel tips for all y'all out there is, we've been living like a vacation. We've been stopping and having fun because we've had over 2 weeks to get from point A to point B, which we never have for contracts. But one of the things we do to save money and save time is we make our own lunches. So we found a really great rest stop here in Iowa. We just open the slide to get to the kitchen in the rig, make up sandwiches. We have veggies cut and prepped, fresh fruit. And then it was a nice, beautiful day today. The sun was shining, and we just got to sit and chill and enjoy a nice, healthy lunch.
That's right.
Yeah.
Before we headed on the rest of our day to Geneseo,
That's right.
which is, it's been great. Even on some of these travel days, we usually try to make it 4 or 5 hours, kind of make it a shorter day. We don't rush off at 6 in the morning. We kind of take our time, and
Yes.
it's been nice.
For sure. And I think since we've hit our K.I.N states, it's been nice to just chill. We spent 2 nights in Kansas, 2 nights in Omaha, a night in Iowa, and it's just nice to, decompress, be with the people you love and the people that love you, and, just catch up on what's been going on since you last seen them and just feel re-energized.
Yep. So we got it. We got one more short trip to Springfield, and we're sitting still maybe till October. Well, we'll see some folks in Mayberry.
That's right.
To be determined, I guess.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Ring that notification bell so you're notified every time we release a new video or we go live.
Please leave a comment. Let us know what you thought.
Yes, and we love chatting with you, so please leave us a comment.
Yep, join us Sundays live, 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central,
Yes.
which will be our new time zone.
That's right. Well, this has been Natasha
And I'm Bill.
with Nursing Our Travel Bug, encouraging you to get out there and nurse what makes you happy. Take care.
Bye-bye. Go see your kid.
Yeah. Check
Call
in with
them at
kinfolk.
least.
Call your mama. Your mama misses you. And daddy. He loves you too. Call him. Seriously.
Or your kids.
Get on the phone. Check in with your family. They want to make sure you're safe. Seriously. Call them. Call them.